Okay, so basically, yeah, our project was preventing strokes in seniors and predicting the risk, and I did this with Shoria. So first, the problem. So seniors are at a high risk of strokes, and a lot of the times they're unaware of it, and most of strokes, 75%, are experienced by seniors, and as you can see in the picture, um, most of the mortality rates are being experienced by seniors compared to people under 59. So why did we choose this problem? So first, the impact. Um, Parents have always been caring for us throughout their lives, and same with grandparents. So we should also show the same to them and help them when they're in need. And then interest. It's more common in seniors and it's also life threatening. So we were just interested in like how we could help because yeah, we just really wanted to help as they've also cared for us. And then importance is one of the leading causes of death and disability globally, and humans should be healthy throughout their life to enjoy life. So it's important that we treat this problem. So our workflow. So what were our objectives and goals? So on a larger scale, we wanted our model to be accessible to all Americans, which is something we might do in the future. And we wanted the accuracy of the model to be at least 90%, which is which we tested through the code, and it seems to be like around 90. And then implementation, we want the doctors to use the machine learning model to predict stroke risk, and that's also something we might do in the future. And then learning, we want to learn like how to train the model and how to apply it to other projects, and we will continue to do that. So our process, first we found a data set in Kaggle. Originally, we wanted to do something relating to pickleball because we wanted to combine sports and health, but due to the limited amount of data sets in that combining both sports and health, we decided to just do health, and then decided to do strokes. So then next we split the data into training and testing, and then we check the accuracy through validation, and then we cleaned the data so that there weren't any outliers, so then the AI would be more accurate. And then we used the split data that's clean to train the model, and we had around 5,000 values. So the model, we trained it from a Kaggle data set, which was focused on stroke prediction. And our model was linear regression with extreme gradient boosting. So extreme gradient boosting was using decision trees, which are like yes or no's within the model, so that way it can predict more accurately based on is do they have hypertension, do they have heart disease, things like that. And then linear regression is a formula to decide the risk of the strokes. So we converted all of our inputs into numbers so that we could use linear regression.
Mhm.
So technical architecture, we use Streamlit UI, and then our UI uses all of the inputs from the data set, so the user can change the inputs however they like, and it predicts the stroke probability based on their inputs. So, for example, on the left side, there's a higher age. They have hypertension, heart disease, and smokes, and higher BMI as well. So this is why they had a higher chance of stroke, and that's why we predicted that they are at risk for stroke. But on the other side, they were young, they didn't have hypertension, they had a healthy BMI. That's why there is not a probability for stroke.
Mhm.
So results in evaluation, we found that age, BMI, and smoking status changed the result greatly, while heart disease, hypertension, and glucose level changed the result moderately, and ever married, gender, work type, and residence type changed the result slightly, probably due to the relevance of these variables and strokes. So on the left side there is a high age, BMI, and smoking status, or high age and BMI. But on the right side, they have ever married, gender, work type, and residence type at the highest risk. However, because it only changes slightly, the left side had a probability for stroke, but the right side didn't. And that's how we found that um, what each input changed with the results.
Mhm.
And then in the future, we want to change our current AI by doing app development and turning it into an app. Then we would train the AI to make it more accurate and yeah, just more accurate, and then add more features to create the final product. And what we learned was how an AI works, how to choose an AI type, which was extreme gradient boosting and linear regression, how to split, clean, and train an AI, and just the process of making an AI, and then how to use Streamlit UI to show the results of the AI. Thank you.
So the presentation looks really good, and the idea is really fresh. And there's a quick question. Where do you think you got this idea? Did you face any instances that made you choose this topic for the project?
Going back to why we chose this problem, it was
Mhm.
a huge factor was importance because it's one of the leading causes of death and disability, and me and Shoria wanted to do something that was have high importance and high effect. So that's mainly why we chose strokes.
Okay, great. So, did you face any difficulties while making this project?
Yeah, so originally we first cleaned the data and then split it, but then the AI learned too much from the data while training. So we learned from one of the comments in the data set that you have to split first to make sure that the data doesn't overfit the AI.
So, you said you and Shaurya made this project together. So, what was your role in this project?
Shoria and I did almost everything equally. Like we did like every step together and then split in half, and then we like we reviewed each other's parts together. So splitting, cleaning, training, the coding, everything was done equally.
Mhm. So, what was your experience with Shaurya?
It was good. Like we'd always have a good time to meet that would work for the both of us. We had a lot of fun. We became good friends, much more than I'd expect, and we talked a lot more outside about just how our lives are in general. And I'm really grateful for Shoria being my partner.
So, you said that you want to prepare an app for this project. How
Mhm.
do you think you will be doing that?
Yeah, so I'm learning a language called Flutter, which is an app development language for both Android and iOS. So I'm planning to use that to create an app for the AI because I've already like had some experience with making apps, not published, but like just developing like app pages. And
Mhm.
it might be a little hard to transfer an AI into the apps, but like I'm planning to use Flutter for the UI. Let me get the link. Okay. All right. So basically, you change the inputs to like whatever coincides with you. Like if I had a 190 glucose level, then I would put that, and then just change all the values to whatever suits me, and then um hit predict stroke risk, and then it'll tell me the risk of having a stroke.
Okay. Can you like put some data in it and show me again?
Yeah, sure. I'll put like a high age, heart disease, hypertension, formerly stroked. and then like a higher BMI and glucose level. And then it'll say that no stroke because the BMI is still on the healthier side, but if we put the BMI on like an overweight side as overweight, then the probability of stroke increases because BMI accounts for a lot of a human's health, so that's why it's a big factor.
This looks